Hello friends, today I'll tell you about two apps that are absolutely incredible when it comes to managing your finances as an expat in Denmark. So let's get straight into it. The first one you can see here, it's called Storebox. And basically what it does, it collects your receipts digitally from each of these stores you'll see in a second, each time that you buy something. So I went to Fotex on the 20th of October, or I go to Netto on the 20th of October, and when I pay with my card in there, instead of getting a paper receipt, I just get a digital receipt. And I can see exactly what I got and have a really good feed of everything I have been purchasing in Netto. You even get the little barcode in case you want to change something. You see the store that you got it, at what time, and so on. And you can see this back in time, which is pretty amazing. You can see all the different stores I have been going. This works in a set of stores, so the selling group stores, so that includes Fotex, Netto, Bilka, BR, but also as you can see here in Bauhaus, non-taxi, if that's what you do. Basically, digitize your receipts for all this. The way it works is that you need to go to the settings of the app, and the app is free. There's no catch. I'm not affiliated with them. You can see here it's by nets. Well, it's a bit too small, but here it's by nets. And you put your card details here. And this means that each time that you use the specific card that you put in the app, and you can put multiple cards in a store, and you pay with that card physically or with Apple Pay or whatever, then there's automatically a feed of what you have paid flowing into the app, or the feed of the receipts. It's a one-time setup, and then basically you're done, which is honestly incredible, because then you can actually see back in time everything you have been purchasing, and if you need to make a change, you lost a receipt or something, you can have it here as well. So not that you have a receipt for things that you bought in the Netto, but I mean for BR, for instance. I mean, that's pretty useful. So this is Storebox. As you can see here, it doesn't include all the stores, and that's when the second app comes in, right? But you do have a lot of different things here. But if you want to see more, or if you want to have more stores included, this is when you use the other app that I have here, which is called Optus. And Optus, what it does is that you can see the receipts from Netto, Meny, as you can see before, but you can see here also added Coop, and you have Little as well. So there's more stuff you can put in on this one. Again, free, no catch, as far as I'm aware. And the way you do here is that you can connect stores. I connected Storebox, that's the other app, so flows automatically. I connected Coop, which is you need to pay in Coop with a Coop app, or just tag your app before you pay. Nemblick, just by email, it's good. And Little as well, you just need to show the little card before you go on in, but hey, that's done. And then you get all that flowing in. You can see Rem and so on, Bilka and all that I already put. Online shopping, you can put Amazon and so on. I didn't care. But what it does here is that, again, shows you the receipts, which is nice. Like, as I said, like, hey, look, now I have the receipt of Little, and you can see, okay, I got some bread and a croissant or something for the kids, I guess, in that moment. And it's nice to get the receipts. But what this app does that Storebox didn't do is that then you can see your spending per month, per year. And I mean, this is, for example, for myself. And actually, this is just food and vegetables. But you can see here, it's like, okay, in September of this year, I spent 1,756 on fruits and vegetables. And if I click in, I can see I spent 119 on celery. And it tells you like, okay, like celery, you spend this. Hindbär, you spend this. Skolegurk, you spend this amount. And it's actually nice to have that visibility. X, how much did I spend on X? Okay, 253 on milk. Or a lot of cheese, you can see here. The family is very popular. So you can see this month for month, and you can even see how much you spend on dairy per month, which is pretty wild. And you can go like this back in time. You can see how much I spent on food each month. I need to convince my wife to get on board on this as well. And then you can actually even make a family setup. I think there's here. You can put a household. You can get the household. I didn't get my wife to do it, but hey, maybe you guys are more likely convincing your wives to download this app. Or husbands as well. But once you do, you basically have a one view of all your spending. Again, the way you do this is by connecting your cards to the app. So each time that you pay and you do it once, the receipt flows automatically. Again, it's via nets, so the servers are like secure, I guess. And this Optus, what it does is that you need to have the Little app, you need to have the Coop app, and you just need to scan that when you pay. And at the end of the day, you do get a little discount when you do that. So hey, why not? And then you have like this nice visibility of how much you're spending. You can even see it per week. You can see it per year. I don't want to show per year because it's so scary. And you can even see for yourself or for the whole household. And it's nice to know like what are your priorities. I can see like again for September or for August, you can see the different categories. You can see, okay, we spent 360 on olive oil, which is not so much for us, but you can see we do spend a lot of money on oils. And month for month, you can see that, or in February, we spent a lot on oil. What happened here? It's like, okay, maybe we bought it via Nemlik, a lot of it. So you can see this, and I think it's pretty good. And completely recommended. There's no catch. That's as I'm aware. They want to sell you gift cards or whatever here. You can ignore that. But again, I found this really useful. And let's see, unknown items categorized. So cactus, yeah, that's a stang, fruit stang. So anyway, but you can see this. And if I switch out, honestly, like I think it's great to track your finances. I still do this on my own with my different finance apps, and more on that I can do in a different video. But just to know at the detailed line item level on how you're spending your money, that's incredible. So that's it for now. I just hope this is useful. I'll link down to the two apps in the video description. They are both for iOS and Android as far as I'm aware. All the best and good luck.